Hello Stampers, welcome to my YouTube channel, Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. It is Friday the 10th of October and the year is 2025 and this is a YouTube live show. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. It's lovely to have you here. Oh boy, it is blowing a gale outside. Do I look like a wreck? I'm sure I do because I've just come racing in. But it is so windy. It's so windy. I put a load of washing out at 9 o'clock this morning, put the next one on, and when I went out to put the second load out, the first load was dry. It was like completely bone dry. The clothes were whipping around. They were like, oh gosh. The rotary clothesline was just zoom, zoom. It was amazing, and things got tangled up and all sorts of things. But at least the washing got dry because I think we're in for a wet weekend. So we'll see, won't we? Now, let's see who's here. Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn. It is crazy windy. Very, very crazy windy. I'm like, I had thought that I'd spend some time outside this morning, but it was just too windy. Even the few minutes while I was hanging the washing on the line, my eyes started to itch, my nose started to run. I went, oh, this is no good. So in I came. And I thought, I rang Hannah because she's gone home, and she said, yeah, it's windy at hers too. So when it's really windy, she doesn't put her washing outside. She hangs it on the clothes horse inside because the pollen in the air will get into her clothes and it just makes her itch like crazy. So she just about dries her washing inside all year round. Unless it's a really, really still day, she dries her washing inside. Anyway, day 10, and this is not the card I had planned for today because my hand is mucking up. So I've done a bit of swapping around, and we'll do today's card next week and we'll swap it out for one. But it's another really simple card, and my whole objective with this whole 31 days of, I just knocked something off the table, 31 days of Christmas cards is to keep them simple and easy so that even the newest of card makers or paper crafters can go, I can do that. Because trust me, if I can do it, you can. Anybody can. I try to keep them simple. I don't do, like with my cooking, I don't do fussy and complicated. So, alrighty, we'll get started. I'll just tip the camera down. I'm looking up again, I know, because that's where I can see best. And here we go. Right, so because I changed the card, couldn't think, because I changed the card, I changed the DSP to, these are simple cards. I've called it Let the DSP do the work. We have such beautiful papers, beautiful papers in our product ranges that it's almost a no-brainer to let this beautiful paper do the work because it is just gorgeous. Look at that. That's just stunning. That's nice. That's very similar to what we played with yesterday. This is the Traditions of Christmas, and I think it's still out of stock. But we're hoping it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm hoping it'll come back in quickly. Look at this one. Isn't it just stunning? I love this paper too. I think this might be my favourite, Evelyn, out of the mini catalogue. What about this? And that they're double-sided. How blessed are we to have such pretty double-sided papers? And there's more of that. This is especially nice because there's a die that cuts those bouquets out. You don't need to fussy cut them. Woohoo! because I'm not good with fussy cutting. This this wrist today is really mucking up, so this hand isn't doing what it's supposed to do. And there's more of this pretty one. Just gorgeous. So that's what I decided we'd work with. That's that. Now the colours in this are really nice too. Trim that off while I'm sitting here. No. This is the banner off the back of the packet of DSP, and on the back of every packet of Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper, it'll tell you the name of the product and the size. So this says Traditions of Christmas 12 by 12, 30.5, 30.5 centimeters, specialty designer series paper. But then it tells you the colors that are in it. So there's Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pool Party, Real Red, Secret Sea, and Gold. And of course, it's the gold that makes it the specialty paper, the gold foiling. But what that means is when you pick up your paper, you can look at the back of the packet and go, well, let's use Old Olive. I know I've got an Old Olive one here somewhere because I do quite like Old Olive. Let's use an Old Olive card base today because it does coordinate, and there is, you can see the touches of Old Olive in the design that match it. It's so good. And then the ink coordinates because there's Old Olive ink, and there are Old Olive Stampin' blends. So if you're going to do colouring, you can, it's just, if you are not good with colours, and I am not good at colour coordination, this makes it so very easy. So very easy. Right. Now I did pick up an Old Olive card base. Is it scored? Barely. But I don't know. I'm thinking I might like to start with this one on Secret Sea. And I think Secret Sea might be my next to Mossy Meadow, my second favourite colour. I'm thinking. This gives a nice contrast. We'll try a white. Maybe a layer it up. It might be to see white's a bit stark. I think white's a bit stark. So we might just do the Secret Sea. But the whole idea of these cards, to keep it simple. So what we're going to do is move the paper out of the way so I don't get it everywhere. And we'll grab bone folder and we'll grab a silicone mat. I know the silicone craft sheets are supposed to be for gluing things, but honestly, absolutely honestly, it's so good as a little, it's just because it's silicone, it's got that little bit of give in it. And when you want to burnish a card base, it's just nicer than going over a completely hard surface. And if you're stamping and you're using photopolymer stamps, they don't have any give in them. The red rubber stamps have a bit of a foam layer. They've got a bit of give in them. The photopolymer don't. They go straight onto the block. So something with just a little bit of give, it's not spongy at all, but something with a little bit of give is really good. Okay, so let's get this interior sorted. I'm not sure what we're going to stamp on it yet, so we'll leave that there. And that's just one. Make sure I've got them right. Yep. Okay. And then we can start on the outside. Are you enjoying this series of videos. I know I am. They're challenging. They're challenging me. They're challenging me in all manner of ways, but oops, I am enjoying them. I'm enjoying doing them. And it's kind of nice to have a legitimate excuse to sit down for a couple of hours every day and craft. Now, when that dries, I will, oh, look at that. When that dries, I'll come back and rub that out. Okay, now, let's cut a strip. Card base, as always, is 21 centimeters by 14.5, scored at 10.5 and folded. So it's a book opening today. So that means our piece of designer series paper is going to be 10 centimeters. Line it up with a slice by 14. We'll go on there like that. And then we can cut a piece of we might make that 8 by 8. To go there, which means that we'll use the reverse side of this and make it down to 7.5. But I'm just trying to watch the lines. 7.5, that's a bit better. By 7.5. Okay, that can go in there like that. Alrighty. And then we'll put a label on it. And I will use a punch today because I can't, let's, all right. Let me just get the blue ribbon. That blue ribbon's really pretty. And I didn't get it out. Get it out. There's the red. That's the blue. And will we, as we're building our card, will we why not? Why not? Okay, just need enough to put underneath it. So let's wrap this roughly in the center. Like so. Maybe it's a tear tape. Tear tape, tear tape, tear tape. Need 2 pieces. And all I do is when I decided, let's get rid of that so I can see what I'm doing. Pop the ribbon down. Over. Stick down the tear tape. And I can go like so. Don't pull it too tight because it'll buckle, but see. Okay. Alrighty. Let's glue this onto the front. It's like, so does everyone have big plans for the weekend? There's no football. Both codes are finished, so there's no AFL, there's no NRL. I don't know what has cricket started yet. I don't know. And we'll do this and that, and I'm just going to stick this straight onto the secret C, and then we'll stick it straight down because we can pop up the sentiment. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm doing Christmas papers. Again, you don't have to do Christmas papers. You can do whatever paper you need for the card. Just like so. Okie dokie. Now, let's choose a sentiment. I'll do Merry Christmas on the inside. Oh, no, hold on. What banner dies do I have? Don't want to circle. No, I'm going to have to do some die cutting. I didn't want to. Just do that. So I do like, no, because that'll hide the. What stamps fit in there? Let's see. Just fits. That might, no, that won't fit that way. Season's greetings. Won't fit that way. That might do. Let's see. Is there one that's slightly bigger? That's too big. Is that a bit bigger? Might be a better shape. Nope. This one it is. We'll try anyway. Okay, so I've got some white scraps. Let me grab the Stampin' Cut and Boss. There's the scrap bag. Yep. We'll stamp it after we die cut it. So that will be slightly easier with such a tight fit. Okay, down we go. Alrighty. What's the weather like, Barb? Is it blowy up there? It's really, really windy here. Really, really windy. Sorry. I didn't mean to say ouch out loud. Oh, that hurt. Okay, let's see if this fits. That down there. Because now I've got it out, I'll probably keep using it. These are really pretty. I don't know if you can see, they have a, they're so pretty. Put it back in the packet so I don't lose it. real red. Real red for a little Christmas cheer. I'm also thinking I might use the stamping platform because it's very tiny and I don't really want to have to it's going to be a tight fit and I don't really want to have to stamp it twice. I do get that stamp. To be a really tight fit. If this doesn't work, we'll just cut a banner. It's going to be really tight fit. Not even much room to hold it. The magnets to hold it. So let's see how we go. Because I get these bright ideas all the time. I want to really ink that stamp up because I do not want to have to redo it. If I can possibly get away with a single press, I would be very happy. There we go. Leave it for a second or two. Yeah, I've used them all up, Evelyn. I've got more coming in my order, but it's still in picking. There we go. That looks all right anyway. The warehouse is absolutely flat chat because, would you believe, the new starter kit offer has just taken off. And so they are around 3 to 4 days behind. So I'm still waiting. My orders, the first one I've done 2, and they're both still in picking, which is kind of disappointing because I would have liked to play with them this afternoon. That is not normal. I usually get them very quickly. If I order on a Monday, I've got it by the Thursday at the latest, which is really good. I am about this, excuse me, sneeze. Oh, there I go again. That's because I was outside at the clothesline. Here we go. Pop that away. Card. There I go again. All right, now I might pop that up just because I can. Just because I can. I've been working on cards for the retirement village and the nursing home. So my supplies are running out, would you believe? And because I'm trying to use what I have, so I haven't been rebuying. Took 2 off. These backings are so slippery. All right, let's pop that there. And we'll get some bling to put on it. Because there's no point having it if we don't use it. And use some green, maybe. There's a lot of red and a lot of blue, so maybe some gold. Huh, okay. Let's see. These sequins are particularly nice. There we go. easy. Okie dokie. It's windy. Get the trees blowing out there. Now on the inside, we can stamp out Merry Christmas. I'll use the stamping platform again. Season's greetings. I really like this Merry Christmas, but we've got season's greetings, so just for you. Oh. That will do. I'm thinking. Down. Where'd it go? Bold enough. One more. One more just for good luck. Just a reminder that tomorrow will be a premiere. It won't be live, it'll be premiere, so you'll still be able to watch live and comment and chat amongst yourselves. And if I get a chance, I will jump on and say hello. And it will run just a little bit longer than normal because it's a slightly bigger project for tomorrow. So there we go. Until it's warm, my glue is flowing quite freely. There we go. I'm out of envelopes too. I'm waiting for my order to come for the envelopes as well. Now, I'm going to take off that glue on here. I can do that one there. There we go. That shifted. That shifted. Liquid glue gives you that opportunity, a little wiggle room. Now, I want to put something. I do want to put something. I'm really enjoying these little, not that one, where'd it go? I must have dropped it. And it's the one I want to. I'm really enjoying these little punches, the little cheer mini punches. They're just really cute. I do decorate my envelopes, Evelyn, usually the back flap, and I try to stamp something on the front. If I've got a stamped image on the card, then I will sort of stamp it on the front of the envelope as well. They just look so much nicer. I've got to pick up that punch. Where did it go? Down here. Oh, because it had to be the one I wanted that I dropped. Isn't that always the way? Now a little bit of gold, got a little bit of gold foil floating around too. Let me try this. I only have to use one hand. There we go. We'll start. with gold, or we could just do a gold strip. I just do a gold strip. Be just as easy, wouldn't it? So we'll do it at half a centimetre, and I might bring it down here so I can have better control. Half a centimetre. I love, love, love that this paper trimmer has the measurements. It's 12 inches deep, 30 centimetres, but it's got the measurements halfway. So if I'm doing a half a centimetre, I can line it up here and line it up there and know that and I'll actually do that, and know that it's going to be straight unless I move it. Okay, which I did. Go to there, let me go to there, put that to there. Go. And I was going to cut it at 9.5. Again with the line, so I can line it up and make it straight. I used to, before I found Stampin' Up, because for a long time that wasn't right, was it? To be 13.5, which is not that. You know, I'll put it across the bottom. Why waste it? Not that it would go to waste. Just go across the bottom, like so. Cool. I used to use another brand of cardstock, and it would drive me nuts because it didn't matter. It was crooked. It was never, never, never square. And I would go insane because it would drive me nuts because I'd be trying to get things straight and the jolly cardstock wasn't even square to cut a card base. There we go. Just a little bit of sparkle on the inside. This makes it nice. We're around backwards today. I don't know why we're backwards today. How crazy is that? There you go. It's a really simple, let the DSP do the work type of card. Alrighty, now what else can I do? Got some, I really like that pink. I really like this pink. I've got some of this cut, I think. I think. Nope. Oh, yep, there we go. Because I'm chewing through this. I really like that pink. I think it's pretty. I'm going to do it on I've got one here. Card bases have I got? No, watch. There we go. This one, it looks like bubble bath. Will do. Let's do one in bubble bath just because we can. Just because we can. I saw a thing on my Facebook came through this morning, and it just cracked me up. It was a picture of someone's table. They'd been making cards, and picture of their table, and it was just like, does anyone else end up in this sort of mess? And oh, please, have you seen how I work? I'm atrocious. This is the glue side. And this one, I think we'll keep pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay. So you have such a oh, that's going to look pretty. That's going to look pretty. Okay. All right. It needs to be 14 by 10. Okay. Let's try this. Is so pretty. I think I might like pink for Christmas. I must be getting old. So I'm sort of enjoying the few different ways of doing things. So I might put pink under that. I've got more. Here we go. Here's some. And I had that was 8, wasn't it? 8 by 8 is what I did, I think. That corner's a bit smushed. 8 by 8, which means that needs to be 7.5 by 7.5. Like so. And where did I put the card? Don't mind that either. Okay. There's 10.5. We'll run it right from edge to edge. Just like that. There. Sit down. Shame to cover up those flowers, but they do. It is pretty paper. I love that we can have a theme of paper, like this is traditional Christmas, and one side is very in the theme, and the other side is usually quite generic, so it can be used all year round for different things. I really, really like that. I just push that down, press it down just a little to make sure it sticks. Oh, no, the square's too big. Okay, pop that next. Here we go. Just like that. And then sentiment. Find a sentiment. I like that piece on there, but it's probably that's going to overhang, but I might not mind that so much. Thinking, top tinting. I might like that. We'll see. We'll see. There's the flickadoobie. What's it? That's for the inside. Little piece of scrap. Little piece of scrap, white. My scrap bag. Right. Okay. So that's that there. Pop that there, because we could even put a little bit of gold under it if I've got a gold scrap big enough. How's that? Cranking. Here we go. Alrighty. I put things away straight away, I don't lose them. That's the theory anyway. It's what I used to tell the kids. If you put it away when you finish with it, you wouldn't lose it. Okay. And sometimes it even worked. And they didn't lose things. Okay, now, piece on earth. I'm going to do it that way. Right. Run a bead of red under it. I'll see. See what scraps we've got. See what scraps I've got. That's always a good thing, isn't it? To use up all the little bits. My friend Carol is the best person I know at using up little bits. She turns them into the most magnificent things, and she never has scraps left. Now, I'm going to stamp in Cherry Gobbler. That's the colour of the red. Carol's very good at shabby chic. I am hopeless at anything like that. It just looks awful. There we go. My shabby is just shabby. Shabby chic is just shabby. It's the earth that's crooked. Okay. It's the stamp. I thought it was me. Come there. Perfect. Let's clean it off. There we go. Piece of earth. Put it away so I don't lose it. Right. Now, dare I cut a skinny piece of that to go into there? Only one way to find out if it'll work. Let's cut the skinny piece. Let's cut it so that it's there we go. And 10.5. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. I can live with that. I think. Soon find out, won't we? make a lot of Christmas cards, Evelyn? I seem to do more and more each year. They just seem to the list just gets bigger and bigger, and I know people say that cards are going out of fashion, but they're not really. I don't think they are. I like to send cards. Again with the dimensionals, don't be afraid to load it up. You don't want it to collapse under pressure. Now I think I might use some of those pretty strawberry slush sparkles on this one, just for the pink, the hint of pink. That's for the hint of pink. Strawberry slush sparkles. All right. Strawberry slush. Strawberry slush. Just with the hint of pink. So pretty. I really like these strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems. They are just beautiful. I really like them. Bookies in. There's some very pale ones there too. I'm liking the idea of the pink, I think. Chink, chink, chink. Lost it. Ta-da. Yeah, I have in my book club, because we're worldwide, we do a Christmas card swap every year too. And I've been working on those so I can get them in the post. I've got to have them in the post by the 21st, I think. I need to have them in the post by to make sure they get everywhere to where they're going. So it's a nice way to share your hobby or to share your skill, your craft. And handmade cards are just lovely. All right, I didn't stamp the inside. Botheration. Did I put peace on earth? We can do wishing you. Is that what this is? Wishing you. I already had them out. Look at that. Wishing you peace, love, and joy. Yeah, so I think I send, last year I sent, the list got too big. So for book club, they split it. And I only had to send, I think it was 24 I sent last year for book club, which was nice. Canadian post office is on strike. They have been for a while. Everyone's hoping that they'll get back to normal pretty quickly. But yeah, apparently Canadian post office is on strike. But, oh my goodness. It's not one thing, it's another. First of all, we had trouble sending to the USA. Now we've got trouble sending to Canada. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, the sooner we get them in the post, So I just think the world's gone crazy. It's just hopeless. People don't know when they're well off, and I don't understand the chaos. I just don't understand it. Let me take that off. And let me take that off and put them back in the case so I don't lose them. We're glad when the envelopes switch over because they're so much easier. I have trouble with these cases. There we go. Lining them up. Here we go. Ta-da-da-da. All right. Now. Here we go. Making sure it won't move this time. There we go. Okay. Gosh, I get into a muddle. I get in such a muddle and such a mess. But yeah, there we are. It is crazy, yep. Never mind. Okay, 2. And we've let the DSP do the work pretty much. Just card bases and a couple of mats. And this one I tizzied up a bit more than that one, but it doesn't really matter. So there we go. Let the DSP do the work. Now, this is Christmas. You could use any DSP for any occasion and just swap out your sentiments and your greetings. So easy. I will let you go. Thank you so much for watching. A thumbs up would be really much appreciated. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. And if you know someone who might like to get some really easy, really easy card ideas, share the link to the show with them. I would appreciate that too, and I'm sure they would. And I do a weekly newsletter. The details are in the description box below. Absolutely free, goes out on a Thursday. So if you're not subscribed to that, that might be something you'd like to do too. I will see you again on Sunday night, 7:30. Australian Eastern Summertime, because daylight saving has started. So that's 6:30 in Queensland, 6 o'clock in Northern Territory, 4:30 in Western Australia, I think. I think my times are right, but I'll see you then. Anyway, there will be a show tomorrow. We'll have a premiere, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend, everyone, and bye.